I'm thrilled to present one of the most exciting young players in the NFL, Tyrel Dodson, a fourth-year linebacker for the Buffalo Bills, who per Brandon Beane stated is the most groomed to start for 2023.
Start with Tyrel Dodson. Has been here for a while in our system, knows it, and I think he fielded admirably Tremaine this time.
Welcome to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. Dodson burst onto the scene last season, showcasing his speed, his agility, and tenacity on the field as a key contributor to this Buffalo Bills playoff run. Dodson has sat in the shadows of Tremaine Edmunds the past 3 seasons, but in the background exudes Buffalo's DNA and has earned his place on Sean McDermott's team. Off the field, Dodson has been making a name for himself as a rising star in the fashion world with a keen eye for style and a passion for expressing himself through clothing. Dodson is a tackling machine on the field, showing much needed speed at the position. We're excited to present you with this game film study review of Tyrel to learn more about his game and why I believe he could be at a Pro Bowl caliber for 2023. In this game film study review, you're not only going to see Tyrel Dodson, you're going to see Matt Milano, and then later in this game versus the Steelers, we're actually going to take a look at Terrel and Baylon Spector. Dodson started versus the Steelers and he came away with 11 total tackles, 7 solo tackles, 1 sack, and a half stuff. What we're really going to pay attention to is how well Dodson fit into this defense without Jordan Poyer back there, without Micah Hyde out there, without Trey White out there, and look how the communication is between Matt Milano and as well as Tyrel Dodson. Here on this play, you're going to see Tyrel Dodson and Matt Milano working alongside one another. Communication, you see them pointing, communicating. Tyrel Dodson senses the play is actually going the other way, reads it, reacts, and makes a great tackle. What I want you to do is focus on Tyrel Dodson taking on that offensive lineman and throwing him to the ground. Unbelievable. We're going to get another angle on it. Dodson reading, shedding the block. Here we're going to get our first glimpse at Tyrel Dodson in pass coverage. Look at the back pedal there compared to Tremaine Edmunds. Look at him. Look at you could see Milano talking right to Tyrel Dodson. And this is what we're wanting, right? Good, solid communication, trust in one another. You know, this is what we need for 2023. Someone that knows McDermott's defense, someone that Matt Milano can trust. Steelers send a guy in motion, sending that eye candy. Dodson stays home and actually reads it and just fills things up. Does a great job. Here's a different angle of it. You're going to see that wide receiver trying to get Dodson out of there, but he reads that it's a run, and he gets right in there. I want you to see this RPO and how fast Dodson actually reacts to it. So another wide receiver in motion, Dodson has to react to it, reads that it's not an actual run, reads the quarterback, plays on it. Here we're going to see Dodson actually get beat by the tight end, just didn't read and react to it. That player crossed his face. He should have played man. You know, he should have broken out of his zone coverage and covered that player, but there's a lot of action going on. You're going to see the play here. See 81. Crossed his face, but Dodson didn't stick with him. Motion going on. Pittsburgh sending the running back. Dodson has to keep his eye on that running back. Running back goes into the flat, and the tight end crosses him. And you're going to see the tight end just escape, but he closes him down, right? He uses his speed and gets to him after not reacting to it right. And that's what we always talk about, having instincts. Dodson's lack of instincts here, but he made up for it with his speed. See, he lost his step and broke on it. Get there. You're going to see him hit his chest in disappointment. He knew. See Dodson way off the ball here, covering that outside tight end. Something we're probably going to be doing with Dalton Kincaid this year, but you're going to see it's actually a run. He reads it, runs right in, and bam, stuffed Najee Harris. So if you're concerned about the size of Dodson, I mean, he just popped Najee Harris. Things happen fast in the red zone. We got Matt Milano, them discussing things. Play goes that way, and it's a counter, but they chase him down. Great job here. You're going to see the communication again between Milano and Dodson, reading things, talking things out. Something that we're going to need, pointing at one another. They read the run. Great job. Look at Dodson and his motor. High motor, always running to the ball. Great job. More communication. Milano talking, hand signals, going back and forth here. You know, you're going to see him get right on that tight end, sticky on that tight end. We're going to see a swim move from Dodson getting in on that offensive lineman and making a play. Are you kidding me right now? That's a starting middle linebacker. Look at the motion here. Motion, Milano reading things. Look at this. Dodson reading, getting in, swimming the freaking offensive lineman and making a play. That doesn't get you hyped up right there. Look at the motion. Look how quick his feet are compared to Tremaine Edmunds. Clearly better in pass coverage. I mean, look at that. And then breaking on the ball, getting to Kenny Pickett, who's known to be a running quarterback. Dodson in pass coverage again, reads it's a pass, looking at the wide receivers and tight ends, and actually makes the play here. You're going to see Dodson's head actually turn towards the receivers and reading and pass coverage. And he actually gets in there and makes a play. Open field tackle. Great job. Watch how much ground he covers in pass coverage here. You're going to see this, right? Dodson in his back pedal, 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards. Look at that. Gets all the way in the pass coverage. Ends up slipping down. Should have been on his feet. Almost got the interception too. But something Tremaine Edmunds could never do is cover this much ground in his back pedal in pass coverage. I mean, 15 yards down the field. It's almost like another safety in the middle of the field there for the Bills. Another tackle on Najee Harris. Ball gets snapped, gets right in there and makes a great play. See Dodson read into it. It's another play action, RPO style here. Boom. Got to read it, right? And then comes in, makes a decent tackle. And this is something we're a little bit concerned about, right? The overall size of Tyrel Dodson, of Dorian Williams, if he gets out there, taking on these offensive linemen. 69 almost knocks Dodson right off the ball there, But if you could just fill the lane enough, should be good. This is something else, too. Dodson and his teammates getting along, hyping up his teammates. That's what you love to see. Here we go. Dodson Milano communicating. He's going to take on another offensive lineman here. You're going to see it 61 and Dodson. I mean, a big offensive lineman, and Dodson actually holds his own there. 4-3 defense, we should be being able to penetrate, reading that offensive defensive line, finding the crease and getting in there, closing that gap. There's a first blitz for Tyrel Dodson, a delayed blitz, reading the quarterback and getting in there. Another pass coverage play. Dodson's going to make the tackle, reading the quarterback, eyes on the quarterback, reading, having the feel for the defense. Ball gets thrown, he ends up hitting them. The duo Milano and Dodson coming in on a blitz. Dodson shakes and bakes. Misses that it's a screen, really, but gets batted up. Here's another pass coverage play, and this time he gets 20 yards deep. Dodson in his back pedal, reading, going way back, 10, 15, 20 yards deep. Like another hybrid safety linebacker for the Bills. Look at the back pedal here, the 20-yard line. You're going to see him reading the defense, eyes on the quarterback, back on the receivers. Just great feel. Dodson communicating to Taron Johnson, canceling something out, looking at the quarterback. Von Miller gets a great rush, and he actually gets flushed. Dodson reads it. Here's a run to Najee Harris. Tyrel Dodson's going to get right in there, tackle him. Basically no gain. We'll get a different angle of it too, but just solid feel, knowing that no one's going to block him, closing that space, penetrating, and getting to Najee Harris, making a sound tackle, bringing him to the ground. Another deep drop back from our guy, Tyrel Dodson, reading the play. Look how deep he is in the middle of the field, coming in and just hammering him, and actually ends up knocking him out. Here you go. Another deep drop back, communicating to his team. Eyes on the quarterback, eyes on the receivers, reads it. That's what the linebacker is. That's what the middle linebacker is. Fly around, hammer, guys. You're going to see here another deep drop back, way deep, playing pass coverage, breaking on that ball, making another hit. Steelers, he's in pass coverage again, way drop back, covering that seam all the way in the end zone, 30 yards back that time, in the back of the end zone. I mean, unreal. Just look how fluid he is in his back pedal, right? I mean, Tremaine Edmunds could never turn on a dime like that and just stop and break on the ball. Dodson covering that tight end. It's got good feel. Here we go. Dodson. Terrel Bernard is now in the game here, working together. Terrel Bernard and Tyrel Dodson, keeping our eyes on both of them now. We got to do this. But taking on 65, Dodson sheds the block. Here's another pass. We're going to get Terrel Bernard in coverage, comes in. We got Baylon, Spector, and Terrel Bernard out here. Just look at their pass coverage ability. Baylon, Spector, I mean, doing pretty good. It was a drop, but reading, reacting, doing a decent job. Terrel Bernard, Baylon Spector, both backpedaling, even better than Tremaine Edmunds. There's another play. Baylon Spector getting in there, looking great, looking good. Baylon Spector and his backpedal, there we go, another angle of it. Breaks on it, does a great job. Terrel Bernard, Baylon Spector showing blitz. Both backpedal, back into coverage. Good break on the ball. Good read and reaction there from Baylon Spector. Unbelievable, Jack. Here's a different angle of it. We're going to see it. Just look at the back pedal, reads, reacts, sees the ball's going that way. Totally read that on the quarterback. Tyrel Dodson started against the Browns. He came away with 13 tackles, 9 solo, 4 assists, and a half a stuff. Dodson in the middle of the field here, reading that it's a run, taking on that offensive lineman. He's doing what he can. A little bit undersized compared to Tremaine Edmunds, but does a decent job. You just see what he presents. He's just reading, reacting. It takes so much effort not to just take that eye candy, right? Go in there at Oliver actually making the play. Some more pass coverage ability here on the Browns. Reading the play. Unbelievable pass coverage. And then it's a quarterback sneak. Doing what he can. Covering his man. And then having to react to the quarterback. You're going to see just unbelievable change of direction skills. Pass coverage ability is definitely there for Dodson. Definitely got juked by Jacoby Brissett, but still. Great job by Dodson there, knifing in. You got Dodson on the right side coming in off the blitz, rushing, kind of stunting, hitting the quarterback. Bills are in a base defense here with 3 down linebackers. Tyrel Dodson and Matt Milano. Here's a different angle of it. Taking on a big offensive line for the Browns. Dodson taking on that offensive line, knocking him to the ground. Dodson's trying to seal that edge. You're going to see him get his hands on that offensive lineman and push him back, right? You want to penetrate, push him back. Red zone play here, but you're going to see Dodson's speed really reacting to the Wildcat here, coming in, flying off that ball, just fighting that crease to the running back. Here we're going to see Dodson kind of get caught up with a mix, a crosser, kind of keeping his eyes on the running back. The tight end gets behind him now. Doesn't feel it. DeMar Hamlin's too back, but the receiver does a good job sitting in that hole in the zone, right? Dodson should have really backed up, covered that tight end. Going to see it again here. The tight end kind of sneaks behind Tyrel Dodson, and he doesn't feel it, right? Boom. Now this time he feels it, gets back into coverage, does an awesome job. Unbelievable job in coverage, pass coverage. Just disrupting it just enough. Another run here against a physical style team in the Browns, taking on 75. Does a good job. Dodson in pass coverage. He's going to make a tackle on this play here too. Dodson reads it. Comes in like a missile. Makes it. How fast this play happens. Communication. Dodson reads the receiver. Breaks on the ball. He catches it. Makes a good tackle there. Here's a screen by the Browns. Dodson sheds a block. Actually makes the tackle here too. Doesn't get beat. Just really good play design on the offense, and Dodson does what he can. There's a different angle of it on the screen. Dodson backpedaling, takes on that offensive lineman, sheds the block, gets to him, slows him down. For me, Dodson shows a great feel of the game, great communication between Milano and his other teammates. He flies around the football field and just has a great feel for pass coverage ability. And knowing that the Buffalo Bills are starting to transition away, finding the right recipe to win on this team, I think Tyrel Dodson right now clearly leads the pack for the Buffalo Bills to start in 2023. If you guys enjoyed this video, I deeply appreciate it. If you hit like and subscribe, that would support my efforts for making this and maybe continuing to make more game film study videos of future videos and Bills players. Again, hit like, subscribe. Appreciate every single one of you, and go Bills.